FlossTube, it's Bernie here from Hooking and Stitching. Today is Thursday the 29th of July and I'm here for my next FlossTube update. I must apologise, it's been over a month since I last saw you. Life has just been getting in the way. Every time I've thought, oh, I really need to film, something's happened that's prevented it. I've had children off isolating from school, or now they're actually completely broken up for the holidays. It's been so hot. At some point it was just ridiculously warm, and there was just no way I could film. I couldn't stitch or crochet. It was just so hot here. I don't know if you probably all heard we had a heat wave here in the UK. It was over 30 degrees for several days in a row. It didn't cool down at night either. And although that doesn't sound a lot, perhaps to some people in the States, 30 degrees here is very hot for us. We're not used to it, and we don't have air conditioning. So yeah, when it's warm, we get warm. We have fans going. Please just try and cool down. It's just blowing hot air at us. So yeah, there just seems to be loads that's got in my way, and I've not been able to come on and film. But I'm here now. I've got a small window of opportunity. My husband and son are out. They've gone to he's got a doctor's appointment. I can't go because I'm currently isolating. One of my colleagues, bless him, has been diagnosed with COVID, and so I'm self-isolating because I've been in contact with him. I've been for a test and that came back negative this morning, so I'm quite happy that I don't have it, but I still have to remain at home until Tuesday next week, just to check that I'm okay. I've had my first jab. I'm due my second one in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, got to be safe, not sorry, haven't we? We're going to stay safe. So I'm here to show you what I've been up to for the last month. As a lot of you will know, I was doing Christmas in July, so I've been doing an awful lot of work on Christmassy based projects, crochet and cross stitch. I should say this is a channel primarily about cross stitch, hence the name FlossTube. If you're new here, thank you for coming and spending a bit of time with me. This is actually FlossTube number 11, which is great. Well into the not well into the double figures, only just into double figures, but still, yeah, I'm still making videos, still enjoying it. But if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming and spending some more time with me. Thank you for waiting. I'm sorry I've kept you waiting so long to see what I've been up to, but hopefully it'll be worth it when I show you what I've been doing. So let's get straight in and look at some whips. So as you'll all know, I've been working on the Brooks Books Advent Animals. So I'm just chucking things on the floor. Let's show you what we're up to. So that's these designs by Brooks Books Publishing. They were free. When were they? 2014 these were released, so quite a while ago now. But yeah, they're free on her blog, Brooks Books Publishing, and you can just print them out and stitch them. They're lovely little designs, and there's one for every day of the Advent calendar, so you've got them from 1 to 25. Last time you saw me, I'd finished number 12, and the next one I needed to work on was number 13, which was Colin Cardinal. Now I'm going to show you these all individually because I've worked on quite a few of them. So here is Colin. He's finished, as you can see, in his little house there. All the back stitching's done, all the snow sparkles around the outside. I've used mostly the called for colours. When I haven't had the called for, I've made a substitution. And that's something I need to tell you about actually, because not everybody might know about this, but there is a website called codyhoover.com. If you type into Google Cody Hoover DMC, there is a floss conversion tool. So for instance, I don't have number 893, I think, which is a pinky colour. I don't know if it's in this one. It might be that colour there. It might, well, the equivalent of that colour there, because I don't have it. So when I first started doing these, I didn't have it, so it's like, oh, what can I use instead? And if you type that number into this website, it will then give you suggestions of other colours that are very similar. And I think instead of 893, I'm using 3706. 3706, 3706, 3806. I think it's 3706. It's like a dark melon colour they call it. But yeah, it gives you loads of suggestions of what, you know, if you want something slightly darker, slightly cooler, you know, slightly warmer, and something that's, you know, and it also gives the anchor equivalents as well, which I don't use anchor myself, but I know that can be very handy if you've got a chart that's say charted in anchor and you want to swap it for DMC. But there's Colin Cardinal, all finished in his little house there, so he's done. So the next one was number 14, and I'm going to stop calling them by the names because I keep forgetting what they're called, but this is the cow. Mary? I don't know. But she's all done. So she's got her milk and her cookies. I should say these are on, this particular piece of fabric is a 28 count even weave in, I think it's Dove Grey by Zweigart. Because I've just used several pieces from my stash to make these because they're only small. You'll notice that the gap at the bottom is slightly bigger than it should be, and I've used a bit of artistic, what do you call it, artistic license with some of them, and I've just done my own thing at the bottom there because I made some of the borders too big and I don't know why that happened, but it is what it is. I'm not bothered. Nobody can look at them and go, oh, that one's slightly bigger than that one by all of 2 stitches. So there's 14. So the next one was 15, which was the raccoon. This is on a piece of light blue Ada, 14 count. So there he is eating the cookies, and you can see at the bottom, that's not how it's charted for the snow at the bottom, but that's what I did to fill in the gap. And I've done that with quite a few of them, you'll see, because for some reason, yeah, I made them couple of stitches too big, but yeah, I quite like the fact that, yeah, you've got this has been pointed out by somebody before, but the cow in 14 is making cookies, and then in 15 he's eating the cookies. So that's 15. 16 is the giraffe. This is a piece of 14 count grey Ada that I had spare. And the giraffe is all done, all the back stitching's done. I obviously didn't make this border too big. If anything, I probably made it slightly too small because I didn't have room to go further down. But it doesn't matter. Isn't that cute? And then for 17, see, I'm getting through these, aren't I? I've not completely finished them all, but I have done quite a lot. So there's 17, I think he's called Hamilton Horse with his Christmas jumper on, which is winning the Ugly Sweater Award. And he's completely done, all backstitched. And again, I filled in the bottom bit there, look, because it was too big. But yeah, I like him, he's cool. And then number 18 is the little rabbit in the stocking. And that one is also finished. I'd done a fair bit on this. This one didn't need too much to get it finished off, if I remember right. But yeah, really chuffed with that one. My kids like this one because it's a rabbit. They have a rabbity passion. And then number 19 I finished yesterday. That was Larry the Lion. He's all done. I must have got the sizing on the frame right on this one because it fit perfectly. Yeah, that's super cute. And then the last one I finished, it's one of my favourite ones actually. I do like this one a lot, and I know a lot of other people do too. Number 20, Odette Owl. Isn't she pretty? I love her eyelashes. And that's yeah, all done, including a little bow. You actually have to make a bow from 6 strands of 321 DMC, and then you tie it into a bow and then you stitch it onto the piece, so it's actually, I don't know if you can see, it's sitting proud from the stitching. There is another one that's got that, I'm sure there is. I'm going to flick through the others as well. So the ones I've got left to finish are number 21, the elephant, So that's where that one is at the moment. Edgar elephant. I do actually have, yes, Ethan, not Edgar, Ethan elephant. Oh, I shouldn't show you the chart, although it is free. So Ethan elephant. Excuse me. Number 22 isn't far off. That's Pink Panda. Holding a little candle there. Just going to finish that one. 23 is Alistair Alligator. Can't see an awful lot of him there, but he's holding a surfboard. That's his helmet and his goggles and his mouth. 24, Deborah Donkey. That one just needs finishing off. And then last but not least would be 25, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. See, I've done his antlers on the top of his head and his hat there, look. So I've only got 5 more of these to finish, but I'm giving it a rest for August. Yeah, those 5. You can see I've done Odette Owl there. But the other 5 just need finishing off, and then I can start, well, I can start fully finishing now if I want to anyway. But yeah, then that project will be done. But I am pleased with how much progress I get, especially considering how hot the weather's been. Because it was so unbearable to try and stitch in. So I'll just show you a few of the other ones. You have seen these before, so that was number 11 and number 7. But yeah, that piece of Ada's now complete. Number 8 there, the pig. Obviously it says number 16 with the pig. Number 12 was on a piece on its own. Squirrel? Susie Squirrel? Or was it Susie Sheep? I can't remember. And then the very first ones I did. Sure, didn't one of these have a bow? No, I can't see one. I'm sure I've done a bow somewhere else. But those were the first 6. Excuse me, a bit of a tickle. So that will be all of them. So I'm really pleased to have got that to that position. I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't have done Mania and done Advent Allen. Sorry, the wind's blowing quite strong. I've got the patio door open and it's blowing a fair bit. Yeah, if I hadn't have done Mania, I wouldn't have got that many done because I got them all started in Mania. And then Christmas in July has got number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I finished 8 in July. So that's really good going. I'm really pleased with that. It wasn't the only thing I worked on as well. I have a couple of other things to show you that I did work on. So one of which I will put a picture in here of what it looked like last time you saw it. And that is Opening Gambit by Long Dog Samplers. And this is where this one is now. So I've finished, apart from the back stitching, I've completely finished page 1. I think I did put this on my Instagram when I got this far as well. I'm doing this on 32 count Silver Moon even weave. In, I can never remember the colour, 3806. I'm sure it's 3806. Now I'm going to have to check. Is it 3806? 3809, not 06, 3809. That's that lovely teal colour. I absolutely love that colour. I think it's gorgeous. And I'm so pleased with how this is coming. I really enjoy stitching on this, and I'm sure it's because it's monochromatic and I haven't got to worry about changing colours. It's just thread your needle, keep going, thread your needle, keep going. Ever so easy. And I've got this on my on Pattern Keeper on my Samsung tablet. So it does make it really easy. The only thing with using the Pattern Keeper is it doesn't have the back stitching on it, so I have to refer back to the PDF to see the back stitching. But it is what it is. So that's Opening Gambit. And then I do believe I put some stitches in this one, but not that many, I don't think. And I really need to work on this one a little bit more. This is Unicorn Spring by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by David Penfound. Love this piece, it's for my daughter. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you saw it. And here it is now. I think there is a bit of a difference. I can't really tell. It's been a month and I haven't worked on it all that much. I really need to work on it more. I really don't think I'm going to meet my goal of 42,000 in 2021. Instead of 21,000 in 21, I'm doing this as half stitch. So this is 2/1 tent or half stitch on 28 count. Just get teeny tiny those stitches are. But yeah, in order to meet the goal for 21 and 21, I have to do 42,000 stitches on this year. And I think I did work it out, and I need to do something like at least 200 stitches a day from the beginning of August. Whilst that is doable, it means I probably won't work on anything else. So I'm already starting to give up on that challenge, I think. We'll see. I still want to carry on working on it because I want to see some more progress. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's just so confetti heavy. And whilst Pattern Keeper makes it so much easier when something's confetti heavy, it's still hard work. It's still tough going. So that's what I worked on cross stitch wise throughout July. Let me have a sip. I feel this tickling my throat. No, it's not COVID because I got a negative test today. So I thought I'll talk plans and then I'll show you some of the other bits that I've been doing, because if you're not interested in non-cross stitch stuff, then you're welcome to leave at that point. But so cross stitch plans, I've decided through the next 2 weeks, because I want to come back again in 2 weeks if I can. Through the next 2 weeks, I'm going to work on 5 projects and give them all 3 days, because that would include today. And I think that worked out right. I'm sure in my head it worked out right. But yeah, 3 days, 5 projects, 15 days worth. Should be back in 2 weeks to come and see. I think I've got a cat joining me. Are you going to come and say hello? Das? Hello? You come here. Come. No, don't do that. That's not for you to sit on. This is my beautiful girl. If you haven't seen her before, this is Darcy. She likes to put in an appearance every now and again, don't you, beautiful? She's a ragdoll, full ragdoll cat. I have 3 ragdolls. I absolutely adore them. They feature very heavily in my projects, don't you? Because I love you to pieces. This one sleeps on her mummy's head, don't you? My darling. My darling. She's buried away. Oh, speaking of cats of FlossTube, if you haven't seen Sarah Stitching Mummy's videos just recently, she has a new kitten. Makes you look absolutely huge, because you are huge. Yes, Sarah has a kitten called Smokey, and she's this little tiny grey. Oh, and I think she might be 8 weeks old today, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah. But oh my heart, I'm just so kitten broody. I can see people with babies and I go, oh, your babies, that's cute. Yeah, I don't want them. Yeah, I've got 2 kids, I'm fine. But cats, oh, see a baby kitten and just want another one. So I've got 3. I'd love another one, or another 2 or 3. Yeah. Right, Darcy's sitting on all my stuff now, which is just wonderful. But right, speaking of plans, so yeah, 3 days, 5 projects. So one of the first ones I want to work on. This is appropriate considering Darcy's just butted in, because this is my big one that everybody knows and loves. This is aptly named My Darling. I can't even see you now. Can you see me? See if I can see through the fabric. But this is my Heaven and Earth Designs piece. Artwork by Irena Garmashova. I'm here. I'm doing this on 18 count Ada, 2/1 full crosses. I've done a slight conversion. The background on this particular chart calls for Krynic. That's all of this all around here. I wasn't going to do that many stitches in Krynic. I can't remember how many it was now, but it was a ridiculous amount. 40 odd thousand. So I switched it out for ecru, and I think it works perfectly. And I absolutely love this piece. I'm about 75% complete on it now. Going to pattern keeper, it might be just under, or I can't remember if I've hit 75. But yeah, it just comes a little bit further down here and then across, and then it will be framed and take pride of place in the living room here on the wall somewhere, because there are many hours of work gone into that. I'll just give you a bit of a close-up of the eyes. Isn't that just beautiful? I love Arena's work. She's based here in the UK. She's originally from Russia. She lives in York with her husband and her ragdoll cat, Mocha. And yeah, this is the first Heaven and Earth Designs pattern that I purchased. Absolutely adore it. It's massive. Actually, it's not massive. If I'd done this on like 32 count, it would be a lot smaller, but because it was my first piece, I did it on 18 because I was only used to stitching on 14 count Ada at that point. So 18 count Ada felt small. And yeah, it's a big piece, as you can see. But I can't wait to get this finished, so I'm going to put some work in on this one because I haven't worked on it for a couple of months. Oh, sorry, Darcy. I rested the frame on her head. Sorry, sweetheart. That's what you get for sitting there. So that's one of the projects I'm going to work on over the next couple of weeks. This one as well. 3 days on this one. Get this one sorted. Be nice. That's my other Heaven and Earth designs. I've got 3 Heaven and Earth designs on the go, but I've not pulled the other one. The other one's my mermaid piece, but I haven't pulled that one this time. What else have I got? Yeah, another one I want to work on is by Jardin Privé, Patchwork Cats. Started this a few months ago, and I'm doing colour conversion on this one because I want it to go in my bedroom, which is going to be greys and pinks when it's finished. So I'll pop in a picture of what this looked like last time you saw it. No, I won't because I haven't worked on it. This is what it looked like last time you saw it. Dipstick. Anyway, here it is at the moment. So I'm doing this on 32 count opalescent white. And so I've changed some of the colours. So I've got more pinks and greys as opposed to the oranges and reds in the chart. So yeah, I want to get some progress on that. This one's lovely because it's got all these little like squares because it's patchworks, and each one feels like a little finish when you do it. So I'm sure I can get a few of those blocks done, which will be nice. Oh, excuse me. So that's 3 of the projects. Number 4 is one I started last time I saw you, and I haven't actually done any more work on it since. But that's it was in one of the magazines. Cross Stitcher May 21, that one. It was the freebie that came with it. The lovely Somi Sarah sent me this magazine, and I haven't done any more since you last saw it. I'm there on this one. Excuse the hoot marks. But I'd like to get this finished because I want to turn it into a little pillow. And it shouldn't take me too long really. It's not massive and it's not filled in. It's not full coverage or anything. So yeah, I'm wondering if in those 3 days I should be able to get it finished. Watch this space. And then I'd like to fully finish that into a pillow to keep with my sewing stuff. Should be nice. Oh, itchy nose, FlossTube itchy nose. Standard stuff, isn't it? The ragdoll look. It's like your brother, isn't it? Darcy's brother was a blue bicolour ragdoll, which is what this pattern is, with the white V, upside down V in the middle of the face. So yeah, last one I want to work on is my Nora Corbett Snapdragon, because I haven't done any work on this since you last saw it as well, and this is so beautiful. I was going to say I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time again, and I haven't worked on it since you last saw it, so this is exactly what it looked like last time. So, yeah, there she is. That's all I've done so far. Just sort of her head and her wings. Not done any backstitch or beading yet. But yeah, I want to move down and start working on the dress. This is a 28 count. It is 28 count, not 32 because of the beads. Is that right? No, it is 32 count. They suggest 32 count. No, it is a 32 count. I thought, when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it looks smaller than 28. No, it's 32 count, and it's like a willow green even weave. Get all the colours in there and the beads and everything. So yeah, get some more work done on that one. So those are my 5 projects that I want to work on in the next 2 weeks. Let's see if I can stick to it and get that done. We are due another heat wave. I've heard from sort of the 2nd of August, so next week. But I don't think, that's what I'd heard last week, but I haven't seen anything to suggest that's going to happen yet, so we'll see. So if you are only here for cross stitch, that's all my cross stitch stuff done. I do have some crochet and some sewing to show you. So if you want to see that, please stick around. But if that's not, then I'll wish you goodbye here. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Oh, I'm going to have to tell the cat off. Bailey. Oh, my husband will kill him. He's jumped up on the TV. Bailey, get down. Come on, get down. Good boy. You come and say hello. I think Bailey's the only one who's not been on camera yet. Mitzi has and Darcy have. Bailey, you gonna come and say hi? No? Okay. Right. Sewing. So last video I showed you I got quite a bit of haul in sewing fabrics. I'd been on a couple of websites, and I'd been to the range, and I'd been to my local haberdashery, and I'd picked up quite a few sewing fabrics, and I've managed to make a couple of project bags. One of the questions I asked in my last video was if I needed to switch to a zipper foot to attach the zipper, and so many of you thankfully came and said yes, switch to a zipper foot, and I did figure it out as well. I sort of looked at it with the normal foot and thought, I'm never going to get this on, so I learned how to change the foot, because I've never done that before. Learned how to change the foot on my sewing machine, changed to a zipper foot. So I've made 2 project bags, which Darcy is kindly sitting on right now. So can I have, please? Don't bite it. So the first one that I made is this one. So I used the pattern by Elizabeth Ankin Stitch. Loads of people are using this pattern because it's so good. She has a full video tutorial on her channel on how to make this, and it's lined on the inside. This one's lined with just it's a white polka dot fabric because I didn't have enough of the blue fabric to do the inside with, so I chose white polka dot fabric. This one's actually holding my threads for opening gambit. But that's gorgeous bag, fully lined. First time I've ever done a zip. I learned that the zips I'd bought weren't ever so long enough. Although I've managed to attach it, you can see that there is a hole there. So the next bag I made ever so slightly narrower so that it would incorporate the zip a little bit better. But I haven't done too bad. The lines, it's a little wonky as you can see, but that's going to come with practice. And I think I did make, there was a bit of a mistake there because you can see I've had to tack that together there. I think, yeah, there was a bit of a gap when I turned it inside out. I realised I'd missed some. But all learning curve, I'm not bothered. It's for me, so it doesn't matter. And it's functional, and I love it, and I'm so pleased with it. And my family were really impressed as well. Oh my God, you've never made anything like that before. No, I haven't. Oh, Darcy. Aren't you? And then the second bag I made, and I've been using this a lot, is this one. So I loved this like farmyard fabric with the pigs and the cows and the chickens and sheep and things. and then I used this contrasting pink polka dot fabric. I'm ever sorry, it is a little bit dirty, and that's because it's been living in my work bag and carrying around supplies so that I've got stuff at work to do in my lunch break. And then again, this one's fully lined inside. I've got that fabric on that side, which is incidentally upside down. And then I lined it with the pink polka dots, that's the same as on the top. And I popped the brown zip. I thought the brown worked quite well with like the brown and the fencing. So, and as you see, I made it a bit narrower so that that zip's incorporated a little bit better. And again, there's issues with this one. This one, I think that top edge here, you can see it's not 100%. But it's just for me, and that's all that matters, and I'm happy with it. And I've been using it to carry safe crochet stuff around in, so that I can do little projects on the go. It came with me to the hairdressers, things like that. So that's another goal. I want to make some more project bags because I need the practice. I haven't dug my sewing machine out since I made these two actually, so yeah, I need to practice a little bit more with that. But I've got lots of fabric in my stash upstairs now, although I do keep looking and thinking, oh, I'd like to buy some more. No, use what you've got first, don't go mad. So that's all the sewing I've been doing. And then crochet. Right, I'm going to start off by showing you non-Christmas stuff. So I've been doing a bit of work on this ripple blanket. This did appear in my last video. That's the bottom. That's the top. I think last time I showed it you I was somewhere here. So I've added quite a few rows to that. I needed some more yarn, so I bought some more and I was able to do a bit more. But yeah, it's over halfway now, I think, for a baby blanket. So quite pleased with that. I'm doing random stripes and alternating just randomly with like a single width or a double width, and just going along as I choose. So that's nice. It's great when I'm a bit tired and I just want something, or we're watching a film or something that where I can do this without concentrating. I'm that proficient. I know I can 1 2 3 4, do 1 2 1 2 3 4, and I know the pattern so well that I don't have to look at what I'm doing. So yeah, this is great if I need to watch TV while I'm stitching. I was watching FlossTube yesterday because I've got I'm so sorry. I'm not only am I behind on making videos, I'm behind on watching videos as well. I've just been so busy, and so I've been trying desperate. I think I'm only a couple of weeks behind, but that's still quite a lot of videos, so I'm working my way through them. And I was doing this while I was watching some FlossTube yesterday, because that's when I got sent home from work to isolate. So oh well, I'll watch a bit of telly and do a bit of crochet, why not? So that's that project. And then for Christmas in July, I've been working on my Christmas wreaths. Now I'll pop in a picture here of what I'm talking about. I haven't done any for a couple of years, but I crochet Christmas wreaths for home decor. And these sell like hotcakes, but they take quite a long time to make, which is why I don't have hundreds of them. I can't mass produce them. They take quite a lot of time to make. But what I do is I crochet a cover that goes around a polystyrene ring, flat backed polystyrene ring. It's 35 centimetres, so it's a good size. And then I crochet holly leaves and flowers, and then I make bows from ribbons, and I make a holder from ribbon. And then I usually go to the likes of Hobbycraft and The Range and things when they start bringing out their Christmas craft stuff, and I can get things like the berries, and I use buttons on them and things like that, and I just decorate them to make them look really festive. So I ordered 5 polystyrene rings, which turned up, and I've made 5 covers so far. So in no particular order, this is the first one. Now what's great about these is this is all scraps of leftover yarn, and because I make a lot of crochet wrist warmers for the festive season as well, because they're quite a good seller. I have an Etsy shop if you've not watched me before. I'll pop a link down below, and that's where these will be for sale when they're finished. But that's the first one. You see how big they are. And that's what I do, is I make a cover and then it gets sewn onto the back. That's that first one. Another one. Now you'll see these aren't all traditional Christmassy colours, but by the time I've finished with them, they will look traditionally Christmassy. That's that one. This one's a slightly darker one. Which is nice, the greens. And this one's more autumnal looking, I suppose. I've got one here in blues and greens and some grey, quite muted. And then lastly, this one's more of a pastel-y one. But again, it's all scraps, as you can see, because it changes from blue to orange, but that's probably where I'll hang it from. Or I might do the decoration on this bottom half and then hang it from there. But either way, I'm sure they will look very pretty when they're done. And then something else I've been doing is, while I've been sat, I have 10 minutes, I make crochet holly leaves. Now these haven't been blocked yet, so they're a little bit rough and ready. But this is a pattern by Attic 24. And I just make loads and loads of these holly, because each wreath usually uses about 6 holly leaves. So I have a pile of holly leaves that I've been working on. Still got to make quite a few more, but on all shades of green and a bit of grey and things, and then they will sit and they will be sewn onto the wreath in the necessary places. So that's been my Christmas crocheting. So I haven't really got any haul. I went down to my local yarn shop. They're closing down, gutting. They're retiring, so they are shutting down, and they're having like a sale. They expect to keep going for about another 6 months, but they've been starting to reduce their prices. They went sort of 20%, 30%. I think they might have even gone to 50% now, so I perhaps need to go and have another look round. So they do sell DMC in there, but the price they charge, I can still buy DMC cheaper online, even at 50% off. So because I don't tend to buy my DMC in there because it's very expensive. But I did pick up a flexi hoop the other day, which is great for my smalls. That was only a couple of pounds, so oh yeah, I'll grab that. And I grabbed some yarn, some style craft work that I'd run out of mustard on the baby blanket and things like that. But other than that, not really bought anything. I've not bought any patterns. I've had a bit of DMC arrive from Lakeside, but again, it was just to top up what I've got in my box. So quick life updates. Everything's good. Horses are all good. Me and my daughter we've been to a couple of shows now since I saw you last, and we come in with ribbons every time. That's been great fun. My daughter would actually like to say a quick hello. Are you going to pop in and say hello? She's hovering. So this is, oh, you introduce yourself. What's your name?
Aria.
And who's this here?
Hippo.
That's Hippo, isn't he? And how old are you, Aria?
6.
You're too busy looking at yourself, aren't you, and making sure that your hair's right. She's had her hair washed this morning and it's just been left to dry, and it's gone all nice and wavy, hasn't it? And you're in your pretty unicorn dress, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What's your favourite cross-stitch project that Mummy's working on?
My unicorn.
Your unicorn, yes. It's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's your unicorn. That one there. And where's this going when it's finished?
To my bedroom.
Yes, it's going to go in your bedroom, isn't it? So, we'll wrap that up here then, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
I might have to put in a little video at the end because my son would like to pop in and say hello. He's convinced that when he's older he's going to have a YouTube channel and he's going to have millions of subscribers, and he's going to be able to just live off ads off his YouTube channel, and I'm trying to tell him that's not likely to happen. But they think, you and your brother both think that YouTube's the best thing ever, don't you? Although you watch different videos to what I watch. What do you like to watch on YouTube?
Roblox and LOLs.
And who's your favourite YouTuber?
Crochet.
Oh, Cookie Swirl C.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I know who you mean. Not Madison and Trini.
There's my second.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, yeah, we have favourite YouTubers in this house. And they're all different, aren't they? So, yes, I might pop a little video on at the end because my son would like to say a quick hello as well, and he's not back from his doctor's appointment yet. Okay, so we shall hopefully see you in a couple of weeks' time. This one might put in another appearance because the kids will still be on holiday. And please be well, keep safe, and we'll see you again soon. Happy stitching. Bye.
Bye.